evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Martin. I'm the Superintendent Director here at Norfolk Aggie. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, friends, and distinguished guests, please join me in welcoming the 104th graduating class from Norfolk County Agricultural High School, the class of 2023. They will be led by our principal, Mrs. Robin Van Rotz, the Dean of Student Life, Ms. Dawn Karen, and our senior class advisor, Mr. John Lee. Folks in the aisle, if you could find a seat, please. I should have said this a moment ago. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office.
Detail up. Right face. Post colors.
Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 104th commencement graduation exercises for Norfolk County Agricultural High School. In addition to being the superintendent director of Norfolk Aggie, I have the added honor of being the master of ceremonies for tonight's commencement exercises. I would at this time like to ask the following students to join me at the podium to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Jesse Armstrong, Eden Foley, Gavin McPherson, and Sonny O'Brien. These four students have pledged to enter military service after they've graduated from the Aggie. With the exception of the graduates, I ask that all guests please remove their hats and invite you to join them in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Detail. Present on.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order on. Left face. Forward march. March.
Gives me great, oh, please have a seat. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this evening's commencement exercises to celebrate the graduation of the 132 students who have completed their studies here at Norfolk County Agricultural High School. We've assembled here tonight with families, friends, faculty, staff, and administration who have been on this journey with each of the graduates that you see before you. I'd also like to take a moment to introduce the guests that are seated behind me. Mr. Peter Collins, County Commissioner and Board of Trustee member. Mr. Joseph Shea, County Commissioner, Chairman and Board of Trustee member. Mr. Richard Stady, County Commissioner member, Board of Trustee member. Mr. Mark Parrish, Board of Trustee member, and Mr. Matt Sheehan, also a Board of Trustee member. Thank you to all. Next, I'd like to thank a few of the folks who very often toil in the shadows, but are largely responsible for putting this magnificent event together. My administrative assistant, Lauren Seaman, Principal Van Rotz's administrative assistant, Tracy Ward, Peter Murphy, Patrick Collins, and our terrific facilities crew, as well as our student workers who did the lion's share of the work that you see around me. Jake Colantoni, Brady Colleran, Nolan Doyle, Dan Hinckley, and Evan McClellan. Also on hand tonight, we have Craig Billows and our food service personnel, Red Morris and members of the Aggie Alumni Association who faithfully add, replace, and restore the bricks in the walkway our graduates came down. Also here, representing our very hardworking parent network, is the president, Laura Lee Willard. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the Norfolk County Color Guard and Norwood Community Media for being with us today. No doubt I have left plenty of honorable mentions off of my list. For that, I apologize. Thank you all. One more announcement, if you will, before I get to the body of my remarks. The seniors are not the only ones who we will soon be missing. Norfolk Aggie has 5 staff members who are retiring at the end of this school or calendar year. Please join me in thanking Mary Ellen Harding for 6 years of Aggie service. Fred Bernhardt for 8 years of Aggie service. Lauren Seaman for 10 years of Aggie service. Craig Billows for 10 years of Aggie service. And Meg Messenger for 29 years of Aggie service. So, graduates, how does it feel to be here tonight?
Good. I'm glad. Pretty rad.
It is hot. I feel it too. As part of the freshman English curriculum, you read William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet back during the 1920 school year. Hopefully most of you will remember that. During Act 2, Scene 2, the title characters, Romeo and Juliet, exchange these lines. Romeo says, "Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops." Juliet, a little taken aback, responds, "Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable." At this point, Romeo is scratching his head. He doesn't know what she's talking about. "So what shall I swear by?" And Juliet, very matter-of-factly, says, "Don't swear at all." The fact that Juliet is schooling Romeo is a conversation for another day. More importantly, the point she is making is that if love is true, one need not swear by the moon or anything else. She points out that the moon is unreliable. It never looks the same on any given night. It's never in the same place twice. How can you count on the moon? Why would you swear by it? She's telling Romeo to just be honest with her, and to be honest with himself. True love is true love. And if I may be permitted to generalize a bit, to stretch Shakespeare's metaphor a little bit further, one could argue that the broader message is that words are cheap. Rather than talk about honesty, truth, compassion, integrity, love, honor, and the other virtues that we would put on our list, Shakespeare and I challenge you today to embody them, embody these virtues, be them, live them. I like to think that that's what Shakespeare was talking about, a lesson not about talking at all, but a lesson on how we should behave, how we should live, indeed how we should walk. By doing good deeds, by serving good purposes, leading by example, walking the walk. So as you move forward and beyond your Aggie experience, I want you to think about everything I've said and what everybody who will speak after me has to share with you. How will you behave moving forward? Think about what you will do. Thank you. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing the class of 2023 valedictorian, Jenny Aldridge, for her speech entitled Perfectly Imperfect. Jenny?
Good evening, friends, family, and fellow students especially. Thank you all for coming. I'm honored to give my speech to you today. Not only am I one of the very few students chosen to speak here today, but my senior superlative was quietest, so we'll see how this goes. Of course, I have to start my speech with thank yous, because none of us could have gotten here alone. I want to start with my family. Thank you for your support and your kindness. Thank you to the Aggie teachers. I know you got into this business for the money and fame, but I hope you also accept my sincere gratitude. To my class of 2023, I owe you my gratitude as well. After 4 years that were both long and short at the same time, it feels surreal to see you all here in your caps and gowns. It makes me wonder where I would be and who I would be without you. Because you all have made me think deeper and laugh harder than anyone else, and that's a gift. It's been a wild 4 years excuse me, here at the Aggie, but I think our time has been perfectly imperfect. Throughout my high school career, I've thought a lot about perfection. Refreshments. I thought perfect test scores, perfect grades, perfect student. Isn't that what I'm here for? So I put my head down and I worked. Long days of studying, checking my test scores a million times, rereading my writing until my head hurt. I thought I was doing it right. But I wasn't reaching perfection, and nor was I happy. I missed points here, I forgot homework there. After all, I'm just human. But it hurt nonetheless. However, each time I slipped up, got knocked down, I got back up. I grew, I learned. I learned that pursuing perfection is not worth the suffering it causes. No, not even a valedictorian can be perfect. And, I remind myself, not even a valedictorian should be perfect. As it turns out, that's not what school is for. That's not what life is for. From the infamous perfectionists of this class, please take this advice. Don't chase perfection. Don't beat yourself up over mistakes. You don't have to be perfect at anything to be the perfect you. So what am I working for, if not perfection? Maybe for the experience, maybe for the journey, or maybe I don't know yet, but I know perfection isn't the answer. I know life is brighter and more beautiful when things aren't just black or white. And I hope, class of 2023, that you forgive me if my words get mixed up or my jokes don't land, because this speech isn't perfect. Nothing is perfect. No one is perfect, and they never will be. And that is perfectly okay. Because just as I stumble over my words in this speech, I stumbled over my feet on the first day of high school. I stumbled through endless Zoom calls when the world shut down. I stumbled through unfamiliar halls on internship, and I stumbled over my own fear of getting on this stage today. And I made it anyway. Class of 2023, we made it anyway. And as our futures remain uncertain, we will continue to make it anyway, in our own ways, on our own ways. And wherever your imperfect way takes you, I wish you luck, and I know you won't need it. Because, dear class of Aggie 2023, we are work ready, we are world ready, we are life ready. Thank you.
Jenny, I think I can speak for everybody here. You didn't mix up anything. You nailed it. Nice job. Next, we're going to hear from the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Richard Stady.
Thank you, Superintendent Martin, Principal Van Rotz, our distinguished guests, members of the Board of Trustees, parents, faculty, staff, and of course students. It's my honor and privilege to congratulate you on a job well done, and I bring that congratulations on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Norfolk Aggie. Superintendent Martin and I got together when he first got hired a few years ago, went out for a cup of coffee, and I wanted to get to know him a little bit. And besides our common interest in education, where I taught many years at Canton High School, found out that he also had an interest in baseball, the love of baseball. I had the good fortune of playing post-high school and college and different levels, and we hit it off right off the bat talking about that and the Red Sox and things of that sort. So I shared with him recently, maybe, it seems like almost last summer, but a book I had finished reading on Ted Williams called The Kid. And the idea of hitting a round ball with a wooden bat by a pitcher about 60 feet away, throwing a ball perhaps upwards of 90 to 100 miles an hour, is considered by many as the hardest challenge there is in sports. And yet, despite that, Ted Williams did it in an incredible feat, batting over 400 about 60 years ago, which a mark which has not been met since. He worked hard at his game, though, despite the fact that he was, I guess, in knowledge they have 20/10 vision. He was the type of person who prepared for the game. He studied the pitches. He constantly took practice swings in front of a mirror. He worked on his bat, noticing that as the season progressed, he would went to a lighter bat. When the season started, he had a heavier bat. My point was that Ted Williams worked very hard at his craft, and it paid dividends. And despite losing some time for serving in the military, he served 2 stints in the military during World War II and in Korea. His records for home runs, RBIs, and batting average still rank him in the top 10 of all time. And of course, as most people know, he's an enshrined Hall of Famer. Despite his quirks, too, which maybe people who are students of the game know, he had a soft side, and that was he always gave back to, when needed, to the kids suffering cancer and fighting cancer. He was a big proponent and supporter of the Jimmy Fund, and spent a lot of time when he could helping out with different parents and kids, that were having a tough time there. So what does the Splendid Splinter and his story have to do with you tonight, you graduates who are going on to great things? I'm told by your principal that some of you are going on to college, some are going on to get an associate degree. We saw it tonight, some are going on to the military, some are going into trades. And in different fields you're all going, and yet what are some secrets perhaps I could respectfully offer based on Ted Williams and based on perhaps my own experience myself that might take you to that next step? Well, first, I would suggest don't rush into anything. Take your time. Look over your options. You've got a whole career and a whole life ahead of you. So wherever you're going, take your time, take a step back, look at things carefully, and do some research. Talk to others before you make a commitment. Do some research on a problem or in your next career. Secondly, don't be afraid to stumble and fail. It's going to happen. Despite the fact that he batted 400, what that really meant, if you understand baseball, is that 6 out of 10 times Williams failed. He might have struck out, popped out, whatever. But 6 out of 10 times he didn't succeed. And most Major League batters, if they bat 300, 3 out of 10, that's a pretty good rate. So be prepared for that. The main thing is, if you're going to fail or have a little stumble in your journey, learn your mistakes, see what you can do to correct that, and then go on forward. Keep moving forward. Third, I would suggest enjoy what you're going to do. It's been known that most of your life you'll find after you get done with your next step of your journey, you're going to find your career dominates most of your life. So whatever you choose, whatever you select, make sure it's something you love and it's something you can bring with passion. And fourth, it's important to give back. I was honored to attend the Scholastic Award Night last week, and I was so impressed with the number of students in this class who give back in different ways of all levels, whether it's in different walkathons or ride-a-thons or for the food pantry or any number of things. And I think it's important that you continue to do that. And for those of you perhaps that for whatever circumstances you weren't able to do that, and that can happen, take a look at that as another thing to do in your next journey. Make sure you give back, because the old maxim, the more you give, the more you get, is very true. Albert Einstein once said, there are only two ways you can look at life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and the other is though everything is a miracle. My wish for you is to have happiness and success in your next part of your journey, and may your life be a miracle. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Stady. Next, I would like to ask the class of 2023 salutatorian Miranda Beach to join me at the podium to present her speech entitled Flying Arrows. Miranda?
Hi everyone. I can't believe I'm here right now. Thank you everyone for the wonderful speeches thus far, but I do want to personally congratulate our valedictorian, Miss Jenny Aldridge, for delivering a fantastic speech. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and welcome my fellow peers. I want to start by thanking the Aggie staff, the teachers, administrators, coaches, and counselors for all of the time and effort you have invested into our class of 2023. Thank you to the families, parents, and friends who stuck by our sides through our journey of high school development and for putting up with our rotten freshman attitudes. For many of us, our special connections are what got us through each year. From the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the class of 2023, I thank each and every one of you for your roles in our lives. Please know that all you've done is beyond appreciated, and we would not be here without you. I came across this metaphor for high school, that it's like a bow and arrow. An archer always draws their bow in a steady trajectory line. That's us. Starting from our first days as freshmen up until today, our bow has been jarring, waiting for the moment to finally release the arrow where we will rapidly approach our near future. And now here we are. I hate to say it, but our lives as Aggie students are expiring. We all knew our time to graduate would come. Some of us even craved freedom from the monotony of public high school. And yet, as we gather here today, there's a mutual bittersweet feeling. Why is that? I can tell you. It's because we've all become accustomed to our spunky animal friends, the smell of our greenhouses, and the familiar noise of machinery. But more than that, it's where we've identified ourselves as individuals, formed bonds. As Azar Nafisi says, you get a strange feeling when you're about to leave a place. You will not only miss the person you are now, but you will miss the people you love at this time and at this place. Now, high school graduation is tough because we're leaving behind a major part of our lives. The part where you've characterized your morals and desires. We've established ourselves in the high school hierarchy. We're comfortable. And transitioning from comfortable to new is one of the hardest things that you can do in life, regardless of what path you're about to take. To me, the Aggie is my home away from home. It's a place where we've been embraced by friends and family and teachers, a place where we've watched each other gain confidence in ourselves. It's a known fact that our memories from high school are the strongest. We remember all of the special moments that compose our careers here, so it's natural to have mixed emotions tonight. But this isn't what makes our school unique. Every teenager feels this way at graduation. A wise man recently told me, shout out to my pop, how many people remember a perfect wedding versus the wedding where the groom falls on his face? And that got me thinking. The Aggie has a lot of quirks, so let's get to the good stuff. I mean, what school can say that their students get to watch their teachers kiss a pig, or see a sheep parade trot by during your history class, or tell the story about how a snake got stuck in your binder, or dangerously enough, get pinned to a wall by a cow? Parents, I swear our school is safe. But the list goes on. These special things don't make our school funny, experimental even, and I think a lot of us take it for granted. To me, being an Aggie student means being bold, trying new things, and most importantly, making mistakes. Because the crazy things that happen, like getting pinned against a wall by a cow, are what are going to stick with us forever and make a lasting impact. As silly as that sounds, it's true. Some of us come from agricultural backgrounds and know our way around an engine, where others of us, like me, have never even set foot near a tractor. Regardless of who you are or where you've come from, this school uniquely required experimentation of us. It forced us out of our comfort zone to try new things that we could never try at a traditional high school. Whenever I tell someone where I go, I always get a confused face, followed by a Norfolk what, or where's that? And yet I still tell them with ease how much I love our school, and it's the best decision I've ever made. Because for me, the Aggie has been a place where I've tried things I would have never done otherwise. I learned things I thought I'd love, and I hated, and vice versa. And I know we've all had similar experiences. And because of this, it's made all the difference for me to transition from comfortable to new. All of our arrows are flying toward a bright future for each and every one of us, and I mean that in the most sincere way possible. I'm surrounded by brilliant minds, and that doesn't mean you aced calculus or got straight A's all 4 years. It means you can articulate yourself in a way that suits you, whether it be through a fantastically written essay or tacking up a horse. I hope tonight we can truly reflect on ourselves, thank our friends, families, and teachers, and give ourselves a pat on the back. I don't want to be stereotypical and say, we did it, but we did, and that's something important to acknowledge, because just 4 years ago, which is crazy to say, we were being called annoying by the upperclassmen and planning for the day we would graduate high school. Up until today, our bow has been jarring, waiting for the moment to finally release the arrow where we will rapidly approach our near future. Let's remember the Aggie as our bow, the cradle to our arrow that steadily prepared us for takeoff as flying arrows. Now, bear with me for 1 second. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the people in my life that have helped draw my bow so tightly. Tim and Lana Beach, my parents, my sister Malia, my grandparents, Mimi and Pop, my great-grandparents who couldn't be here, but my Meme and Pepe, my little cousin Camden, my best friend Shia, my bus buddy Ella, and lastly, I want to thank God because Lord and Savior knows He's getting me through this. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I can never fully express my gratitude for the roles that you've played in my life. But enough about me. Class of 2023, let's get ready to fly. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Miranda. I previewed Miranda's speech a few days ago, and I thought to myself, geez, I wonder if she'd let me read it. But I never did ask her. Could I please have Mr. John Lee, advisor to the class of 2023, join me at the podium with the class treasurer, Amanda Ritigliano, to present the class gift.
Good evening. I'm Amanda Ritigliano, the class treasurer for the class of 2023. On behalf of the class and the class officers, Madeline Caggiano, Ava Keneally, Nolan Doyle, and Allison Hrivnak, we would like to donate our remaining class funds equally to the Aggie classes of 2024, 2025, and 2026. We had a fantastic year fundraising money at events like Haunted Hayride and hope that the funds we are passing on will help future classes succeed in all their future endeavors. Congratulations to the class of 2023 and best of luck to the classes of 2024, 2025, and 2026.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Our next speech is going to be from the FFA president, Anna Conway. So, Anna, can you come and join me at the podium? And she will present the speech entitled Wildflower. Anna?
Hello, Norfolk Aggie students, staff, graduates, family, and friends. Today, I stand before you one last time as your Norfolk Chapter FFA president. It is an honor I have embraced and will forever cherish. The FFA Creed asserts, I believe in the future of agriculture. After 4 years at the Aggie, I believe in the future of agriculture. I believe in the prospect of our futures. I believe that we all have the power to become successful by honing in on our true selves. We all came to the school for a particular reason, whether it may be to escape the shadows of our past or found a passion found deep in our hearts. No matter the initial reason, we are all here now. We stuck with it and never gave up. Maybe you no longer want to work in an agricultural industry like you did when you first stepped foot on this campus. And that's okay, because guess what? We made it. I came to the Aggie dreaming of being a veterinarian. I assumed I would be on my way to vet school or working at a clinic after walking across the stage. However, vet school is no longer a thought that even crosses my mind. In middle school, I was shy. I didn't get involved in activities unless my friends did it with me. I would never have done it alone. Now I'm quiet, but I'm definitely not shy. I joined FFA by choice with my own willpower, not because I had someone there with me. And now I take leadership in stride as I find myself to achieve my goals, and I'm willing to do anything I can to get involved. And since then, I have grown to appreciate any challenge thrown my way. If I had stayed the same person I was when I first stepped foot on campus, I would not be standing in front of you today. I have FFA and the Aggie to thank for that. Hopefully everyone has found a sense of community here in the last 4 years like I have, whether that be from a sports team, a club, or just finding peace within who you are. We are constantly developing into a better person by working on ourselves. We are meant for a lot bigger things than we could have ever imagined possible as little freshmen. Where we started as a small sprout, we have grown into a beautiful flower with the potential to grow even higher as we move forward in life. Eventually, we will turn into a wildflower that takes over fields when we strive to achieve our goals. Because you will expand again, and you will be a part of something bigger than you have found here at the Aggie. Each of us has a chance to plant our roots in a new field and take over that field as well. Here, we found ourselves by planting our seeds into many agricultural opportunities where we discovered that we are not all the same, even if we came to the Aggie for similar reasons. The world around us is a constant whirlwind of change, constantly moving forward with or without us. In order to keep up with it, it is essential to intentionally grow and intentionally learn. Learn how to develop into the forest of flowers I know we can all become. FFA has given me much to believe in, so I say it again. I believe in leadership for ourselves and respect for others. I believe in us. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. That was wonderful. The next guest who sits behind me is Mr. Red Morse. He's the president of the Alumni Association, and Red is going to come to the podium to present the Outstanding Alumnus Award. Red?
Thank you, Director Martin. First off, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2023 for a job well done and welcome you to a special group of people that can call ourselves Aggie grads. During these extraordinary times, you have overcome many extreme obstacles to complete your time at the Aggie. Please remember to use these experiences to positively push forward, conquer your goals, and make the world a better place for all. Over the years, since I have graduated, I have run into Aggie grads all over the country. There are a few of us, approximately 6,100 in 102 years, but we are well-traveled and can pop up at any time. As of today, there are Aggie grads living in all 50 states in 8 different countries. So if you see one of us, feel free to say hello. As the old saying goes, we're all cut from the same cloth. Therefore, be proud to call yourself an Aggie grad. Next, I would like to present this year's Alumnus of the Year Award. This year, Alumnus of the Year year graduated in 1990 and has been part of the Alumni Association family for 33 years. Ralph was born and raised in Brockton, where he still lives today. He's the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ralph M. Caffarelli II, who are present here today, and the nephew of Richard Cannon, class of 1974. Ralph also has a younger sister, Laura, that has two sons that Ralph loves and spends lots of time with, bringing him to sporting events, alumni events, as well as events to help support his father in the VFW and DAV, which his father is very involved. Upon graduation, Ralph went to work for many different landscape companies, honing his craft in the landscape maintenance and construction field. Eventually using these skills he learned from his time at the Aggie and his work experience with these companies to start his own business, in which he still runs today. But what has set Ralph apart from others is his dedication to giving back to the school that meant so much to him in his own way. Over the past 30-plus years, he has been an intricate part of the Alumni Association. Without Ralph's tireless efforts, dedication, and hundreds of hours of volunteering to help the association with special events like the chicken barbecue, the 100th anniversary celebration, pig roasts, car shows, parent network comedy nights, and of course the fundraising to support Alumni Scholarship and Awards Program. Without your help, none of this would have been possible. Ralph has also volunteered his time, expertise, and equipment to install engraved bricks, as well as during the new construction at the school to remove and reinstall the walkway of the future that your graduates walk down today. Ralph is one of those people that most people won't notice, but is the first one to show up and just goes about his business in the background. It does whatever it takes to get an event or project completed and moves on to the next thing. Well, Ralph, your efforts have not gone unnoticed all these years, and on behalf of the Alumni Association and the Aggie community, we thank you for a job well done. It is with great pleasure to present this year's Alumnus of the Year Award to Ralph Michael Caffarelli III, class of 1990.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison. Congratulations, Mr. Caporelli. Would now like to invite Mr. Matt Sheehan, a member of our Board of Trustees and an alum from the class of 2003, to the podium. He has a special message for the class of 2023.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank the class of 2023 for allowing me to say a few remarks this evening. I graduated from Norfolk Aggie in 2003, which was 20 years ago. Former Superintendent Tammy Quinn was a math teacher at the time, and she was our class advisor. I came here for a tour in 1998. I knew after that I was going to do everything I could to attend school here in the fall of 1999. As much as I loved Dedham, I knew after seeing this campus and meeting people here at the open house that there was no turning back. So many of my classmates are success stories, whether they are owners of large-scale landscape arbor companies, veterinarians, building houses for Habitat for Humanity, serving as first responders, or they joined the trades. It's a very impressive list. Speaking for myself, I have to ask you all, how do you know if you're in a room with an airline pilot? He'll tell you. It's essential to convey today that there's that as new alumni entering the world, you can do anything you put your mind to. Whether you're entering the workforce, joining the military, or continuing your education, the next step on your journey called life starts today. Your relationship with our school does not have to end, though. I still bother my teachers today as an adult. It was a comfort to know I could count on Mrs. Hegler to help me with English while I was in college, and for day-to-day life advice as well. Mrs. Quinn brought her husband to my basketball game my senior year so I could meet a real airline pilot and talk to him about what it was like. Ms. Frazier was instrumental in helping me get through calculus and calculus-based physics at Bridgewater State College. Red Morse tirelessly runs our alumni association and always answers his phone. Dan Agambo, who we jokingly called Captain Planet, that was a cartoon way before your time, left a huge impact on my class. I still speak with him often about how important it is to protect forests, fields, and farmland. You don't have to go to Glacier National Park to appreciate nature. You can still, for the time being, take a walk right behind the school and see a vast, diverse local ecosystem. These student-teacher relationships are just part of what makes this school so special. In 2011, my friend, State Representative Paul McMurtry, asked if I'd like to join the Board of Trustees here at Norfolk Aggie. It's been quite an experience. It's kind of like taking a civics course in local government, while as an individual doing what you think is best for the school. As a trustee and alumni, I promise to work hard to continue to provide this incredibly unique environment we have here for learning. This includes everything from hearing all the stakeholders at the school, protecting the forests, fields, farmland that make up our campus. That being said, being a student here was my favorite part. It truly was the best 4 years of my life. This school is more than a school, it's an experience of a lifetime, and no one, unless they've sat where you are today, understands this. As we plan our 20-year reunion this year, I realize my best friends are still my friends from the class of 2003. I encourage you to stay involved, whether it's coming to events, joining the Alumni Association, or becoming a member of the Board of Trustees. As a student, you are a client we serve. As an alumni, you can make sure the next group of students behind you has as good, if not better, of an experience. More than anything tonight, I wanted to let you know I understand the last 4 years have not been easy. In 2003, we had just lived through the September 11th terror attacks, embarked on 2 wars in the Middle East, and there was tons of looming economic uncertainty. I know this class in particular has dealt with the effects of COVID and a plethora of global, political, and economic instability as well. I want you to know that this will pass. It's our time now as young people to start taking over our country. All of you are deserving of every opportunity that comes your way. With hard work and persistence, you will achieve your dreams. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Mr. Sheehan. Now I have the honor to present the Outstanding Student Achievement Awards. As I read your name, please come forward to accept your certificate. From Mrs. Van Rotz. The Outstanding Vocational Senior in Agricultural Mechanics this year is Bethany McDonald. The Outstanding Vocational Senior in Animal and Marine Science and the Outstanding Academic Senior in Mathematics is Jennifer Aldridge. The Outstanding Vocational Senior in Environmental Science is Jack Willard. The Outstanding Vocational Senior in Plant Science is John Collins. The outstanding academic senior in English Language Arts is Amanda Ritigliano. The outstanding academic senior in science is Lily Polite. The outstanding academic senior in history is Alexander Minahan. The outstanding academic senior in wellness is Jake Colantoni. And our overall vocational student of the year, who was recognized at an awards ceremony in Worcester back on April 13th, is Anna Conway. Congratulations to all the award winners. I will ask Principal Van Rotz to stay at the podium to make a few remarks.
Class of 2023, are you still with us? Are we ready? So the good news is I'm the only one that stands between you and a diploma, so I will make this short, I promise. Thank you. You're welcome. Congratulations, class of 2023. As you've witnessed tonight, traditional commencement speeches are always really poignant and provide thought-provoking statements and advice. Well, I wanted to go in a little bit of a different direction and offer a bit of a more unorthodox commencement speech for you. As I was thinking about graduation, I thought, what did I want to know when I was in your shoes that I know now? So for you this evening, I offer you Mrs. Van Rotz's top 10 life tips. I hope that you adopt just a couple. You don't have to do all 10, you don't have to go overboard. Number 1, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is only when we challenge ourselves that true growth happens. If you only do the things that you know you already can do, you learn nothing and gain nothing. If your dreams don't scare you, then they aren't big enough. Number 2, it's okay to not know. It's okay if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up. In fact, when I figure out what I want to be when I grow up, I will let you know. On that note, not knowing something is the key to life. It is what fuels our curiosity and allows us to learn. Number 3, you will spend $50 every time you walk into Target. It's a fact. Target is not a place you just run into. It's a human trap with a Starbucks. Which brings me to number 4, learn and practice good personal finance. I can't stress this enough. Living within your means, saving and planning will alleviate an enormous amount of stress within your life. 5, you are capable of way more than you think. Take risks. Be sure they're calculated, trust your gut, but be sure you take them. Number 6, take care of yourself. We get one body to experience this life, eat healthy, quality food counts, sleep enough, many of you excel at that, continue to move, and if you think you've moved enough, move some more, get outside, and adopt a really good skincare regimen now. 40 is too late. Number 7, learn to say yes. When someone asks you to go have a drink, a cup of coffee, or a meal, say yes. Why? Because relationships matter. Building a network doesn't only help your career, but it is key to a fulfilling life. Connection is how opportunities present themselves. Number 8, find and pursue a hobby you love. I hope all of you fall into a career that you truly love, because if you do, you will never work a day in your life. However, find a distraction. Balance is just as important, and it's the key to happiness. 9, travel and experience new places and people. Experiences are important to you. You wouldn't have chosen to come here if you didn't value an experience. Learning about new places and cultures and people will provide a new lens to value and examine your own being. 10, next to moisturizing, it's probably the most important. Be a kind human. Your success depends upon it. This is truly how opportunities present themselves. If you treat people well, good things will happen to you. This doesn't mean you will not face adversity. Some days, months, or years will be harder than others. I hope the good ones outweigh the bad and provide you with the strength to get through them. I hope these last 4 years have provided you with the ability to adapt, persevere, and value experiences. Class of 2023, I wish you the very best as you embark on your next chapter. I know you will do great things. I will now turn the podium back over to Superintendent Martin for the confirmation of diplomas.
Thank you, Mrs. Van Rotz. I previewed Principal Van Rotz's speech a few days ago, too. And I was really torn as to whether I was going to try and steal it from her or not. It's wonderful. The administration would like to certify that the members of the class of 2023 receiving their diplomas today have met all the requirements of the Norfolk County Agricultural High School, as well as the requirements of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And now, without further ado, it is an honor to invite to the stage for the purpose of presenting tonight's diplomas Mr. Peter Collins, Mr. Joseph Shea, Mr. Richard Stady, Mr. Mark Parrish, and Mr. Matt Sheehan, members of our Board of Trustees. And I would also like to turn the podium over to our Assistant Academic Principal, Mr. Crowley, to begin reading the names of tonight's graduates. Mr. Crowley.
Jennifer Aldridge. Josephine Ammons. Kyra Antonovitz. Jesse Armstrong. Lydia Balaban. Miranda Ray Beach. Claudia Jean Bellin. Brianna Borelli. Bridget Lauren Bukhari. Madeline Caggiano. Kelly Elizabeth Cardello. Lisa Marie Cardello. Grace Elizabeth Carlson. Damian Colton Clues. Monica Eileen Coughlin. Nicole Amber Khaleesi. Jake Patrick Colatoni. Samantha Rose Cole. Brady William Colleran. John Patrick Collins. Abigail Gianna Jeanette Compare. John Paul Concannon. Michael M. Conroy. Anna Catherine Conway. Emma Miranda Conway. Ryan Glenn Cooley. Pedro Juan Cruz III. Brendan Carroll Curley. Sophia Rose DiFlaminio. Laura Rachel DePass. Matthew W. Dolphin. Nolan Edward Doyle. Peyton Ashley Doyle.
Come on, I need to go back.
Jordan N. Espinette. Cody J. Fox.
Mackenzie B. Flanagan. Aiden J. Foley. Sarah Gable. Elise A. Gagnon. Matthew Dean Gamble. Thomas Garcia Lopez. Azaria Garrigan. A. Gentili. Anya Bridget Gill. Erica Goldowski. Haley Marie Good. Victor Lawrence Guglielmo. Before announcing the next graduate, I would like to invite Corporal Charles Harper of the United States Marine Corps to the graduation stage. Corporal, stay here for a second, please. Corporal Harper has traveled to the ceremony from Norway, and he is the brother of our next graduate, Anna Harper. And he's proud to be here to present his sister with this diploma. Once again, Anna Harper. Colin Patrick Hobby. Daniel West Hinckley. Colin Ryan Holmes. Valerie Joy Hopper. Allison Anna Hrivnik. Emily Hunnefeld. Michaela Ann Ibrahim. Nayla M. Iglesias. Michael Joseph Ippolito. Patrick Dean Johnston. George T. Johnston Manby. Laura Isabella Kane. Nolan Keefe. Matthew Kelly. Ava James Keneally. Kaylee Marie Kennedy. Sage Rose Kaloje. Destiny Rose Labasky. I would like to now invite Assistant Vocational Principal Ms. Jessica DeMora to read the names of the remaining graduates.
Aiden Thomas Lane. Aranley Amy Lara. Reagan Elizabeth LeBlanc. Mackenzie Rose Lashinsky. Natalia Elizabeth Loshasan. Bethany L. McDonald. Liana Rose McDonald. Peyton Lee McDonald. Danielle G. Manning. Jacqueline Marie Marcotte. Naomi Sophia Mark. Tegan Naomi Matthew. Catherine Joan McCarthy.
That's my best friend! I love you, Katie!
Jesse K. McDonald. Evan George McClellan. Sean Kevin McManus. Michael McPherson. Alexander F. Minahan. Victoria L. Morin. Jake Mullen. Samuel Luke Mulligan. Wyvern Murphy. Mackenzie Carlin Myers Comley. Braden Roger O'Brien. Olivia May O'Brien. Sonny Daniel O'Brien. Peyton Jane O'Connor. Jacqueline Christine O'Farrell. Jocelyn Marie Pacino. Denasia Paul. Jonathan Paul Peterson. Tyler Lee Philbrook. Will Pokrovsky. Lily Madeline Polite. Brianna Mackenzie Polef. Taryn Carol Powers. Stephen Owen Quinn. Gabrielle Amanda Reinbold. Michael John Rice. Alyssa Marie Richardson. Elizabeth Nalita Rivera. Jessica Rollins. Amanda M. Rotigliano. Anna Margaret Roddy. Ella J. Ryan. Elizabeth Judell Sclera. Ivy Scott. Sarah Jane Scott. Paige Evelyn Sheen. Katrina Lynn Snow. Isabella Spartacino. Natalie Christina Stone. Ella Teresa Taft. Mia Therian. Tobias Aaron Toms. Lila Wise Tillinghast. Nevaeh Helen Town. Shia Trotta. Victoria Ryan Verity. Elise O. Ware. Tristan Gilman Weeks. Jessica Catherine White. Jack Allen Willard. M.K. Willis. Haley Winjet. I would like the audience to remain seated. I am pleased to present the Norfolk Aggie class of 2023. Will the graduates please stand? You may now pass your tassels from left to the left. Right to left.
Graduates, you can remain standing, but don't move just yet. Folks, before you leave the campus tonight, please avail yourselves of a photo opportunity at the Rose Garden in the back and some light refreshments under the big top to my left. Before my last remark, I would like somebody from the class to volunteer what the significance of the ping pong balls is. It's perfect, perfect. All right. For those of you who may not have, who were sitting in the back and may not have been able to see it, each graduate handed a colored ping pong ball to one of our trustees as they receive their diploma. So, thank you, class of 2023.
You're welcome.
This officially concludes our graduation ceremony. The graduates will walk. Almost. The graduates will walk down the center aisle, which houses the Aggie Alumni Walkway to the Future. Please allow them the time to process out. Thank you all for being here tonight. Best of luck to our graduating seniors. Congratulations. I guess we're having technical difficulties with pomp and circumstance, so graduates, please exit. Thank you.
Okay, here. Did you turn my phone on? Can I run? Keep going. No. Keep going.
Just doesn't need to be on. That's what was in the box. Oh, hey, it's alright.